While Stranger Things, Tales from 85 will technically be an original spin-off series, the recently announced show is really a perfect indicator of where Netflix is taking the Stranger Things universe. There are many shows that have tried to replace Stranger Things since the Netflix hit began in 2016, and it is easy to see why. The show's unique blend of small-town mystery, sci-fi, horror, coming-of-age dramedy, and 80s nostalgia makes Stranger Things a uniquely appealing series. This same quality has turned the modest miniseries from 2016 into a sprawling, epic saga and a lucrative merchandising empire. However, the upcoming spin-off Stranger Things, Tales from 85 marks the first time that the show's creators themselves have tried to rip off the original series. This animated show features an all-new voice cast, but viewers who expected the first spin-off to be a totally original, new series might be surprised by its characters, setting, and story. Stranger Things, Tales from 85 proves the franchise will stick to its formula image courtesy of Everett Collection. As surprising as it may sound, Stranger Things, Tales from 85 is an interquel that takes place in the same setting of Hawkins, Indiana, and follows the same core cast members as the original show. Not only that, but Stranger Things, Tales from 85 is also set between seasons 2 and 3. This means the new show doesn't even leave the original Stranger Things timeline, so viewers won't get to know what Hawkins was like before the gang was born, nor will the audience get to meet older versions of the main characters. Instead, the story of Stranger Things, Tales from 85 sticks as close as humanly possible to the original show's premise. Still set in the 80s, still set in the same small town, still following the same characters, and still featuring the same playful but spooky tone, Stranger Things, Tales from 85 is more an extension of the show's existing story and less a new chapter in its fictional universe. The spin-off's entire central conceit betrays a discomfort with new ideas. Stranger Things, Tales from 85 shows Netflix doesn't want to expand the franchise. Netflix first announced Stranger Things spin-offs years ago, before season 4 of the series was even released. However, although Stranger Things, Tales from 85 fixes the problem of the show's actors growing too old for their teenage roles, the new show does little to expand the world of the franchise and support future projects. Although the Broadway play Stranger Things, The First Shadow was met with mixed reviews, the ambitious prequel at least illustrated the adolescence of Henry Creel and the show's adult characters in a way the original series never managed. Similarly, the spin-off novels Runaway Max and Darkness on the Edge of Town filled in backstories that the show barely even mentioned. In contrast, Stranger Things, Tales from 85 takes viewers back to the middle of the show's timeline and fills a brief, 3-month space between 2 seasons. The spin-off could have focused on any number of minor characters or stories from the fictional universe's past or future, but that's not what was prioritized by Netflix. Instead, the streaming giant found an approach that avoided returning to the high risk of Stranger Things Episode 1, an inventive, original opening salvo that wasn't guaranteed to win over viewers. While the show's first outing was highly acclaimed, Season 1 was also slow, sad, and imperfect. Stranger Things Season 1 risked alienating viewers so the show could tell a rich, authentic story, whereas Seasons 2 and particularly 3 offered a lighter, more fast-paced plot that sacrificed character depth for fan service. The fact that Stranger Things, Tales from 85 links these 2 seasons is telling, as they are the zaniest, goofiest outings of the show so far. Stranger Things, Tales from 85 proves Netflix is worried about the show's ending image courtesy of Everett Collection. Stranger Things Season 5 is almost certain to be as dark as, if not darker than, Season 4. Meanwhile, Season 1 is surprisingly heavy upon a rewatch. However, since Netflix wants to guarantee that the first Stranger Things spin-off will be a crowd pleaser, the show takes place between 2 sillier, lighter early outings. Since Stranger Things is one of Netflix's biggest shows ever, it makes sense that the streaming service is worried about viewers losing interest in the franchise after the original show ends. However, trying to bring back the cartoony excesses of Season 3 is the wrong way to handle this issue. Stranger Things, Tales from 85 could have been a daring, original spin-off series with new characters, a new setting, and a new time period to explore, while still maintaining strong links to the original show. By returning to the divisive Stranger Things Season 3, Netflix has instead reassured viewers that they won't be taking any risks with this valuable series.